Hey y'all.
Hey y'all, happy Friday.
Happy mental health talk. And we're back.
We're back.
And better than ever.
We is.
Not who asked if we a little bit.
All right.
Been better.
We're
But
amazing.
we're always good.
We're amazing. I was just joking.
I know. Happy Friday.
Thank you.
So sorry that we missed last week.
We did miss last week.
Things be coming up on Fridays, man.
We should have plenty to talk about then. We didn't miss the whole week.
I agree. We were just like, what were we going to talk about? You know, fun fact, sometimes we don't even know what we're going to talk about, like the
Literally.
day of. That we just ask the Lord to kind of like guide us and speak, and it just kind of flows. So,
Yes.
we don't know what we're going to talk about. I guess we can start with how our week has been. We could do a little self-reflection Friday.
All right, I'll let you start and I'm listening.
Oh, well, I got to
I'm
start.
a good listener.
We know.
You know, you guys have to learn how to be a good listener to your friends. Goes a long way.
Can't stand her.
All right.
We have 7 people watching on Facebook. Hey, y'all.
Hey y'all, thank y'all for tuning in
Yes.
and rocking with us. We appreciate it. Y'all can be anywhere, but y'all right here with us, so we thank you. Appreciate it.
Feel free to comment any
Tell
topics.
a friend what y'all want to talk about. We here. We got you.
Yes, feel free to comment any topics that you want us to speak on. We got 10 people up in here now.
Hey y'all.
Come on, yeah.
We gonna have to play a little music and get this party started in a minute.
Who said that? Miss TD Lou said, Happy Friday, ladies.
Happy Friday. Thank
Happy
you.
Friday. Yes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Our cousin Lily said, Hey, cousin.
Hey, cousin Lily.
Hey. How has your guys' week been? My week was good. I've been went through a little I can't even say went through it, just learning a lot about myself. I'm learning not only do I have to set boundaries with others, but I have to set boundaries with myself as well.
Let's talk about it.
All right.
She
Hi,
said,
Noah.
No, thank you. Hey, Noah, how you
What's up,
doing?
girly?
Thank God it's Friday. Praise him then.
Amen. Is that what that means?
Thank God it's Friday.
That's what that means?
Yeah.
I was wondering the Glorilla song TGIF. I'm like, what does that mean? It's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. Oh, duh. I've been wondering this whole time.
We're live.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry, y'all.
It's all good.
My bad.
No, that's classic.
Period. But yeah, it's just like learning to set boundaries with myself as well. Yeah.
So, like, what does that mean, though?
Oh.
We're gonna just y'all gonna listen to our conversations that we like have at home. We're gonna let you in on it, and then you can tell us how you guys relate.
Noah said, I love you, Lauren. I love you more. I don't know. I started screaming on accident. I'm sorry. But just with like people, relationships, romantic ships.
We're not gonna call relationships though. It's just like when you're gonna experience something new.
Yes. Yeah, we'll say that definitely. Anything new, it's like.
Because if it ain't 3 months or more, it ain't giving relationship.
Yes.
It's giving have a blessed day.
Yes. I agree. I agree. Even in just life in general, I think it's a good thing. Like, it's easy to start like fantasizing and creating this like future in your head without even like knowing.
Okay, so let's ask the ladies. Ladies, how many of y'all has grown up to fantasize about what their life would be in the future as far as like meeting someone, you know, to be your companion, in hopes to marry or at least be together long term and, you know, create this life with them, right? And so the minute you meet a guy, like you can kind of already tell like, oh, this can go somewhere. And then you start to fantasize like where it can go, which blurs your vision
Yeah.
on paying attention to flags.
Yeah. And you got to be real careful with that.
Y'all comment below. Tell me where y'all at with that. Just basically letting everybody know and feel that you're not alone because it happens to all of us. I was raised the same way. You have to unlearn stuff that you learned incorrectly.
Yeah. And you're not really like taught. Like, I feel like this generation is more heavy on like the mental health, heavy on the like looking for red flags and like taking your time. I feel like before, like that wasn't a thing. It was just like you like somebody, you have butterflies, you go for it. It wasn't this thing of like, watch out for love bombing, watch out for narcissists, watch out for, all of these things.
But here's where the danger I feel like comes in at. I think it's a great thing because people are becoming more educated with things.
Mm-hmm.
But what's happening in is kind of like a one size fit all.
Yeah.
And that's far from the truth.
Mm-hmm.
We all come in different shapes, sizes, and colors.
Yeah.
And so when you meet a person, as far as like a red flag, it's not just this or that. It's a
Right.
variety of things.
Definitely.
You can look at the animals that, God creatures, from a lion to a panther to a tiger. Like all of those are cats, but they all bring something different. They gonna act in a different way and pray in a different way.
Yeah.
Is all I'm saying. So
She clocked
if
our
you
tea,
get-
y'all.
yeah.
She's already clocking it. Noah said 100% yes.
And so,
That's deep.
when you get to listening to podcasts, although it's very educational and it give you things to consider as far as red flags, when you like look at that as your blueprint, and you're like experiencing a new person, you're only looking for those specific things. So you missing the thing
Yeah.
that this particular person is bringing your way.
Yes.
And then whole time you in la la land, like, baby, listen, this about to be my dude. I just gotta wait till we get it to about the third month, and we're gonna be this and that.
Yes.
Whole time, baby boy lying, baby boy is creating storytellers, baby boy is telling you everything that you want to hear, but the truth ain't in them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you will abandon yourself
Mm-hmm.
in order to keep that narrative of the vision that you created.
Yes. It's all a fantasy. It's not real.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not. And it doesn't do you any justice. But the way you explained it to me this morning, I like how you said that you have to look within yourself. Hi, Cassandra.
Hey, Cassandra girl.
You basically were saying like you have to look within yourself and like figure out what part of you, what void in you, do you have to work on to where you fall for things like so quickly or like so easily. Like if somebody's like showering you with all this attention, like what does that mean for you, and why are you like being tricked by that?
Mm-hmm.
Or even not even, and I won't say all the way tricked, but more so like starting to fantasize about like latching onto that moment instead of like, let me side eye this. I don't even know if this is natural or like normal, but I think for me it was more so like wanting something to work out so bad. And it's like we all desire companionship and like genuine connection, and it's hard out here. So it's like when somebody shows you like an ounce of it, you like, oh, this is good. But like the things that like start so quickly and like come onto you like that and just as fast is what I'm learning. Lily, hey, cuz, she said, most definitely have done this, made red flags look like Six Flags because
Okay.
he checked all my want boxes, but not the needs. Ooh, she just clocked us. This is a saying. I'm a teacher, so all my students be doing this. They be like, "You just clocked my T." So this is like my new thing. Clocked.
Okay, cousin.
Amen to
that was
that.
good. I love that.
Checked all my want boxes, but not my needs. That's a song. I'm gonna have to put that in my notes.
Yeah, and heavy on you was able to observe
Yes.
and differentiate the difference from the two.
Wants and needs, because wants is, let's go back to the conversation of, oh, he fine, he's 6'2", he wears nice clothes, he does this
Smell
and that,
good.
smells good, but needs, does he connect
That
to you?
character
Right.
is given next caller.
Exactly. Does his character add up? His morals, his integrity, how he
How
treats
about
people?
the things that he tell you on
Does
the
he follow
phone?
through?
No, not even that. Is the things that he's saying adding up in person? Is
Exactly.
the action applying the same to the talking?
Exactly.
Because we can talk that talk all day long, but what
can
that
you?
action talking about?
Exactly. Can
That's
you
two
follow
different
through
things.
with
Yeah.
who you are?
And
But people will tell you all day what they think, sounds good to you in order to get the, trick you in order to get the job done. But that's why they say you really do have to take your time, because time will always tell. People can only keep masks up for so long.
And that's why, like I was explaining to you, as soon as you experiencing something new with any individual, whatever, because we all do it because we all like to think that we are amazing, but just
Mm-hmm.
thinking like, oh, we're amazing. We kind of know it all, and you don't know what you don't know, right?
Yeah.
And so if you constantly like looking at the person and like, oh, they're wrong, this, they're wrong, that, you need to turn that mirror around and look right back at yourself, because
Mm-hmm.
it's not about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're showing you what it is, but are you paying attention?
Mm-hmm.
And when you're not paying attention, it's less about them and more about us,
Mm-hmm.
because people only gonna keep feeding you what you allowing them. And
Mm-hmm.
you don't call people out on their stuff or recognize it and at least end it, or know where to set them boundaries to either slow it down or go moving into a different direction where you got to
Yeah.
pivot it.
Yeah.
They gonna keep flowing as long as you. Oh, they in
Being
la
fed.
la, baby. Let's go to that land.
Please. She said, like, they in Lala, baby, let's go to that land.
Okay.
Cornelia Cardi says catfished. Yeah, people think catfishing is just like how they be using
Their
fake
character
pictures.
is catfish.
Okay. Because
Okay.
people will literally, I kid you not, make like
I'm
whole
talking about
stories
folk will
up.
create a whole narrative lie. And one thing about people when they lie, folk lie so much that they'll believe their own lie to the point if you don't remember the last lie you told, you can't keep up with the next lie.
Exactly. And then you forget who you're talking to.
That part, because when you most likely lying to me, you lying to a multiple other people, and then you forgetting what you said.
Exactly.
And that's why it's important to move slow and be able to observe so you ain't missing nothing.
Yeah.
And that don't mean be paranoid and thinking
Yeah.
all this stuff is about to go wrong or whatever. But when you can read the room with clarity and not based off how somebody look and
Yeah.
their physique is,
Yeah.
don't get blurred vision because of what you seeing in front of you and you ain't seeing what's internally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Internally is a little bit harder to see when you so caught up in the flesh.
Yes.
And that flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing. I can't.
No, that's very true.
So
That's some deep
but
stuff.
you were saying you had to start creating boundaries with yourself.
Yeah, because it's like I said, I
Oh, I'm sorry. You I'm just trying to get my thought back because you were saying something about the void.
yeah.
Okay, so when it comes to, I feel like, relationships and experiences and things that we want, right? A lot of time it's like all about what you lead with. Are you leading with, I want something so bad, like I said, that you will abandon yourself and miss what you see in front of you?
Yeah.
You'll abandon yourself and rather have the temporary, void that they're gonna feel of what your emptiness is. And that's why, like I tell her all the time, learn thine self. Because when you know yourself, you know what you capable of as far as, I know that I'm empty in a certain place. And so if it's a person that's coming in and making that place feel lifted and high and good, but it's not real,
Yeah.
then it's gonna easily make you latch onto it. And you want it so bad, you'll keep the truth of the narrative, not that you seeing truth, but it's more truth about what you want it to be rather than what your reality is.
Desperation.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And looking at self is not always a fun
Easy.
thing to do or easy thing to do, because
Actually, quite hard.
that's why I said, we're all amazing. However, we do have flaws and we do see things a certain way, and it ain't easy to always like self-reflect and see where it is that you went wrong at versus pointing at the other person.
Yeah.
Now they have some accountability in it also, but
But you can't check nobody else without checking yourself first, though.
that part.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, when you've had childhood trauma, which most of us have, and one for you being daddy issues, there's a void there. There's a level of emptiness.
Hashtag daddy issues, y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There's a level of, who am I
Mm-hmm.
outside of this person that helped bring me into the world,
Mm-hmm.
but feeling like if they don't want me, who do?
Yeah.
That's a hole that ain't really easy to fill. The only
Yeah.
person can feel that is the Lord.
Yeah.
But even that takes time. You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying? So then when you meet a man, you're hoping that they see your value,
Yeah.
right? And when they're telling you all the things that you wish your father told you, you want to latch onto it, even if it ain't real,
Yeah.
because of the way it makes you feel.
Right.
And so
Because
then
you
when
never
you,
got that.
yeah, so then when you start seeing the flaws, character flaws come out in the person, you want to hold on to that thing that you never had.
Yeah.
So you stick with them character flaws so you can keep feeling good. That's why it's important to not allow the ego to lead you.
Yes.
Because that ego, baby, it just want to feel good.
Yeah.
You got to take the ego out and understand thine self that this is a place that, I have, and it ain't no fault of your own that, you're empty in that space.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't cause it.
Yeah.
You know what I
Just
mean?
working on healing it.
Yeah.
Um, Donna, sorry, I just want to read this comment
Oh,
real
no, you
quick.
good.
Donna Boozy says, "I feel that you should set boundaries because if not, you can lose yourself in the messed up, trying to please and not being pleased." Yeah, you really can lose yourself not setting boundaries,
Mm-hmm.
and that is how like people pleasing
Mm-hmm.
starts, and like putting yourself last and putting
Mm-hmm.
everybody else as a priority.
Mm-hmm. And when you're trying to fill those voids, that's also where you create the narratives. Um, like you said, I want it so bad that I'm gonna ignore the truth in order to create what I feel, and it causes you to move off emotions rather than
Than facts and reality.
yeah,
Yeah, and then you end up with the very person that you like were running from.
that
You
part.
end up with a person just exactly like your father,
Mm-hmm.
well, my
Or
father in this case, or
yeah.
whoever
If it's a
did you
man and
dirty.
it's your mama,
Right.
we're just using an example for her because this is what her story is. But
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, it's
Donna also says, "You're not fulfilled at all, and clarity is important, and discernment as well. God will show you things that a person don't feel like that. You can see what you can see, right? They're not genuine.
mm-hmm,
God will definitely show you.
mm-hmm,
You just got to be willing to open them eyes and pay attention."
mm-hmm. And when you hear something, don't be afraid to ask a question. Because a lot of times we don't want to ask a question because we don't want to know the truth. Because again, we don't want our narrative to change.
Yes,
Because
you want to latch on to the fantasy.
we want to
So
latch
bad.
onto it because it's like you want it so bad. That's why I keep using the word abandon. That you
Yes.
will abandon yourself
Yes.
in order for this lie to become a truth to you.
Yeah.
And all you
You're only
doing
hurting yourself, though.
worse. Exactly.
Because while you're wasting your time trying to hold on to a false narrative, you could be continuing to work on yourself and take slow time with somebody else who's actually like genuine.
Mm-hmm.
Because a genuine connection is not going to be formed super. Anything that is formed quick is not going to last.
That
Point
part.
blank, period.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I was just telling my mom too. I'm like, dang, I forgot. Like, because of course, we're into the whole mental health, love bombing, narcissist, all the topics and the vocabulary.
Mm-hmm.
But I had forgot the depths, like she said, of love bombing. It doesn't just look like one thing. I was like, oh, because my love bombing has been like gifts thrown at me and extravagant dates. But I was watching a TikTok and it said, no, when somebody showed you like an excessive amount of attention and is texting you all day and like,
Creating patterns with you and they don't even know you
yes, or saying that, can you see yourself being with me after a week and like calling you babe and all like, just all of these
Sweet things you want to feel.
right. It's like that's not normal. They're tricking you into something and they're gonna pull it away as soon as you're latched on, and that's when the cycle just it starts from there, and it's hard because once you get invested emotionally,
Mm-hmm.
like that's why you gotta have your antennas up because it's way easy to cut it off when you are observing.
Mm-hmm.
But people like that 3 months, 6 months in, a year in, it's hard. You too deep.
Mm-hmm.
You can still break out of it, but it's gonna be real hard.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
So learn from us, please.
Mm-hmm. And then whenever like you're empty and there's a void that you're trying to fill and this person is temporarily filling it, the other reason why you don't, pay attention to what's like taking place or the desperation like lies there is because that is an inward job that you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
And you would rather think that, no, I made a great choice. And you also don't want it not being a good choice because we make it about ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
You want it not to be a great choice because you think that them being who they are, which is a fraud, is taking away your value.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't.
And it don't.
Mm-mm. They don't even got nothing to do with the price of you and the value of you.
Right. So it's like, in other words, don't lie to yourself.
Period.
You know
gotta
what I'm
be real
saying?
with yourself. Yeah.
And the reason why things will continue to happen is because we ain't being honest with ourselves. We can't change what we don't acknowledge. So if you keep lying to yourself saying that it's this, that, or the third,
Yes.
repeat.
Yes. And God gonna keep testing you until you pass that test.
The word is repeat or evolve.
Amen. Pick a struggle.
You make the choice.
Please and thank you.
I'm gonna take evolve, please.
Please, women
$1.
evolve. Come on, Sarah T.J. Roberts.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely a struggle for sure. But it's all like a learning experience. My mom was just telling me this morning, like, you don't know what you don't know. You're still young. You're still exploring, like, who you are. Like you said, filling my own voids and my own trauma that I have that seems to be a never-ending thing for me with this gosh darn daddy issues. But
that's the part I feel like you gotta know that you're not alone.
yeah.
I have mommy issues.
Yeah.
I'm 46 and I still have mommy issues currently actively acting in my life every day.
You're right.
So it's no such thing that I'm having this struggle and, oh God, when it's ever gonna end.
Yeah.
It don't.
Right.
Again, I say unto you.
That's the part, yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Because even when you like unlock a new level, it's always a new level that you gotta heal from, or that you weren't even aware of.
Mm-hmm.
That is like feels like it's like a trigger or something that's constantly like, hey, I thought I grew from this, or I thought this was cool, but
And you did grow right there.
right
Now-
at that space. But just like you got kindergarten, pre-K, first grade, third grade, it's new grades, new levels, new things that you have to activate, and you got to take the test, and you got to pass, and you got to graduate. So,
And everybody is gonna bring something different out of you.
mm-hmm.
Everybody is not gonna bring the same.
And of course, this is one thing I've really learned. Of course, you're cool single and by yourself. Ain't nobody testing you. Ain't nobody.
one more again.
Of course, you're cool single and by yourself. I was like, I'm good. I'm
Like
ready.
I didn't learn.
I didn't healed. I had 30 minutes.
Like, all right.
Have you seen that meme where it's like, do you know you have 30 minutes? Have you seen it? I'm about to show you. But I'm like, I done did my 30 minutes. We's good. I got back into the field, and I'm like,
I'll be letting her say she good too, y'all. I'll be like, okay,
she
then,
let me
girl.
be delusional, y'all.
But
But you really do think you're good. Like it's just a human nature thing until you're tested. And you're like, oh, I'm not good at all.
yeah, it's like I'll hear her out because I don't like to rain on somebody's parade. Never. I just sit back and observe, and like if I say something every time I observe and know something, try bye.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to allow a person to have the experience and kind of learn from it or whatever. But when I see like you jumping off the ledge,
You be like, all right, let me bring you back, sister.
yeah, and letting you know that it's not about the time that heals, it's what you do in that time
Yeah.
is what heal things.
That really makes
And so we can say all day long that we this and we that and the
Yeah,
third,
I'm good.
but when that test comes,
Is you gonna pass?
what them actions talking about?
Okay, how
How
you
you
handling
are
the pressure?
applying the things that you learn.
That's the gag.
So
Lily says, heavy on people would treat you how you allow them to. That's why you have to take your time in dating, because we want it so bad sometimes we rush the process and can't think clearly. We'll allow things unintentional until that fast process love slows down and we get to asking ourselves, who the F does this person think I am?
okay,
They think
cousin.
you are the person who's been accepting their behavior. Oh, she just clocked all of our tea.
That part.
She just clocked every single one of us. She said that they think you are the person who's been accepting their behavior. Basically, like, they like, I've been the same. You the one.
Mm-hmm.
been accepting it. So why would you think I'm going to change when I've been treating you like this the whole time?
Right. And then when you call them out, they looking at you like you the problem.
Right.
Or you know what? I don't even want to talk to you no more.
Ooh.
Right, because I can see you.
Ooh. Heavy on that one. When people know that you can see them, it's done. It's wraps.
And then when you call them out, or you can't be afraid what's gonna happen as far as like if you're gonna lose, because that's another reason why. You can't
be afraid to lose people.
But most of us do.
Yes.
And we won't call them out because we don't want the dynamic to change. Yes. So we will abandon ourselves in order to keep.
And you make even that about yourself. Like, well, if I lose them, that's a reflection of my value or my worth and my validation. It goes back to the ego. It's like, no, they're losing you. I seen a video earlier that said, let people fumble you. Like, it's not always your loss. Anything that is meant for you can never be your loss. Mm-hmm. So stop looking at it as like a reflection of like, oh, well, what's wrong with me? And how come I'm not good enough? No, you need to start asking people if they're good enough for you.
Yeah.
Instead of the other way around.
Yeah. It's called vetting them.
Okay, clocked.
You on a 6-month probation at a new job.
Exactly.
If you don't get past that probation,
you're done.
Have a blessed day.
Yes.
So
30 minutes.
Ma'am, you talking about your whole life you trying to spend with a person. How come you won't allow a probation period to happen?
Exactly.
You know? But their ego want what they want.
Yeah. Donna said, we are struggling some ways. Life is not perfect the way that we see or think other people's life is so perfect. All of us have problems in some type of way. Just pray and ask the Lord and be in detail of all the things that you want in your life. And I do believe he will open those doors because he has blessed me with a lot of empty voids in my life. You are beautiful and very intelligent. God has it. You and your mom is a beautiful podcast, and you are reaching so many people.
Oh, thank you. You're so sweet.
That's so nice.
Appreciate it.
Heavy on you guys are commenting like crazy today, and we're loving it.
Y'all.
Thank you so much. That's so sweet. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It is hard, but it really is like a faith walk. Like with anything in life, I'm learning. Like I think I've had a issue with trusting God in certain areas, but not in another area. Mm-hmm. Like with my music, I'm like, that's the only thing I be thinking about. Lord, take the wheel with my music. Mm-hmm. But my mom had told me like, if you think he has like, you need to take the wheel for your music. You need to apply that to everything. Yourself, your self-worth, your daddy issues, your dating life, your just everything. Mm-hmm. Because it all does come down to him. Mm-hmm. God willing.
He's a father to the fatherless.
Amen.
And he will fill
the void.
Every void.
Yeah.
But like you said, you just have to trust him that he can do it.
Yeah.
You know? He do it every day.
Yeah.
It's just when you find yourself in a circumstance, you feel like, where is he? And he never left. You did. Because you looking at what man can do temporarily. It don't matter if it ain't real.
And man always disappoints.
Mm-hmm.
But the Lord never will.
That's right. And those are the words that you have to tell yourself when you find yourself there. That's what I mean when I say you can say a bunch of words, but if they falling on deaf ears, it don't mean anything.
Yeah.
You know, you got to take that word that you have learned and you got to apply it on a day-to-day. And sometimes that's why I said you got to say, again, I say unto you, because you don't necessarily comprehend or get it all in one session. You need another session.
Yeah.
You know?
Especially when you've got years of brain wired. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's so hard. I've been having a like just through this past like this experience I've had lately, like journal out like why I'm anxious and my anxious attachment and my fear of abandonment and like people like thinking that people are a reflection of my value. That's why I'm saying that. Like I'm talking about myself, by the way. When I say you're afraid to lose people that don't even know you, you know what I mean? Like it's the weirdest.
It's not weird.
No, I just mean as far as like what it does to your mind. Like it's the weirdest thing. Like it feels like the weirdest thing ever. Trying to like
the
navigate
story we telling ourselves.
Yeah, it's like Jesus.
Just because we tell ourselves that don't make it real.
Yeah.
And don't make it true.
Exactly.
Because it's a story that you creating that ain't even real.
Go watch Inside Out, y'all. Yeah. Anxiety. Lily says, people will work 60 days at a job they want with no benefits and no permanent position, but they stay because they want it. Same in dating. Ooh.
Girl, you better
You
better preach, cousin.
Clocked. Our tea. Come on. She ate that up.
That's a
Wow.
fact.
That's very true.
That's a fact.
Wow. She said same in dating. Yeah. If they wanted to, they would.
And what else happens on a job that you first start? There's some training involved, right?
Mm.
You got to sit and listen, observe, watch, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I tell you, slow to speak, quick to hear.
Mm.
If you talking and somebody else talking, you ain't hearing or understanding anything. Y'all trying to figure out who right.
Mm.
You got to listen to understand. And the only way you can do that is if you listening,
Yeah.
not when you talking.
Yeah.
And read the room and allow people to talk long enough where you going if all the answers going to be answered if you let people talk long enough, especially a person that is not from the right to talk.
Yeah.
They
Red
going to
flag.
tell you everything that done happened to them since they was a child up until now. And they going to add some little stories to it too.
Yeah.
That is not,
She said they're gonna add some little stories to
yeah,
it.
that's
too.
not natural as Robert Greene would say.
Check out Robert Greene, y'all. The 48 Laws of Power, I believe. That stuff is real.
Yeah.
It tells you basically the psychology of like people's minds and actions and what's normal, what's not normal, red flags to look out for in people, listening to your body signals, listening to like how you feel around people.
Mm-hmm.
It goes a long way because you really I always say like your body does tell you like very quickly. It's like we call it a glimpse, like very quick.
That part.
When you like even just first meet people, like if they are genuine or if they have good intentions. And it's very subtle, so I think that's why a lot of people like pass over it or like be like, I didn't feel that. But it's basically intuition. Trust your intuition and your gut about people. Don't ignore like that quick like that didn't feel right. And sometimes I think as humans we look for like evidence of like a reason to cut somebody off or a reason to like discontinue something
Or you're waiting on them to decide for you.
that. And it's like sometimes you don't need evidence or for them to decide for you. Sometimes just that quick glimpse like something's just not right, it's just not feeling right is enough to say I'm gonna go on to the next.
Yeah, but it's like that's why you gotta know yourself because
Yes.
is your need greater than your offense?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And you don't need nothing but the Lord
Okay.
breath in your body to continue. You know,
Okay. You better say it.
life isn't like revolved around like a person.
Mm-hmm.
If a person never picked you, that doesn't.
Yeah. It's not wanting to be picked, too.
Yeah, like you get to choose what
Exactly.
you want,
Right.
and it doesn't diminish your value just
No.
because somebody else don't see it.
Exactly.
And that's the part where it's like you have to be conscious of
Yes.
knowing what your value is and not letting somebody tell you what it is
Yes.
based off the lies that they tell you and the way they treat
Mm-hmm.
you and how they try to dive in. Because just like you should be moving slow and vetting the process, that person should be too.
Exactly.
The minute you see they ain't vetting and they diving right in, that's
Red
what like,
flag.
what are we doing?
Exactly. Because you don't have enough value for yourself to vet me out. I could be crazy, too.
That part.
So
We got another one.
Cornelia Carter says, we were designed with 2 ears, 2 eyes, and 1 mouth for a reason.
Period.
Look and listen more and speak less when meeting people. You better
That part.
say it. Y'all are clocking us tonight.
Yes.
We got a lot of song topics, too.
Y'all
I'ma
get
have
ready.
you know what? That comment section, comment song piece Brandon was talking about.
Yeah.
I might have to take these comments and turn it into it because this is crazy. Okay. But yeah. Sorry, y'all. I thought I saw another comment. But yeah, no. That's real, y'all. We were born with 2 ears, 2 eyes, and 1 mouth. So we can see clearly, hear clearly.
Make sure you hear. He gave you 2 of them. Like, you ain't hear it on that side, let me flip it.
Okay.
But that mouth need to be zipped.
Yes. As you can see, there is a number on your screen. Since we are all talking and having this good conversation,
Yes.
please feel free to go ahead and give us a call right now. If you want to call in and give your perspective on the topic, on dating, self-worth, value, boundaries with other people, boundaries with yourself, red flags, all of that, please call in now because we had somebody prank call us last time. But at least we knew it worked, at least. So yeah. don't be nervous. We're here to talk to you. You don't even have to do it for a long time, a quick 3, 4, 5 minutes. We're here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna wait, see if we got a call. We can keep talking until, of course, somebody chimes in. But yeah, dial that number, y'all, because it's on and popping.
313-451-4462.
Yes. I'm gonna wait. My phone is right here. But yeah, I think that's why, it is good that we have platforms like our platform, because you really don't know what you don't know. And life is literally just you living a human experience and learning as you go. And
I feel like you have to give yourself grace.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm speaking to you because
Me?
Yeah, I'm telling her, y'all, in front of y'all.
Oh God.
Like, you really have to give yourself grace because you're 21.
Yeah.
You never even had a real first experience until you turned 17.
Yeah.
Most people start, honestly, 12 and 13. They didn't
All of my friends did.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of them are married, engaged now.
So it's not that you was in a rush to get there, but now that you feel like you're older, you feel like you're entitled to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And entitlement is never a good thing. That'll always make you feel like, you're deserving of a person, and you are. However, it has to be your person, not a person.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so I will remove entitled and ask God to give you the desires of your heart.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But it's in His will and in His time and not yours. Because clearly, while we be in a rush to get things, there's still some things He's working on in you.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to allow Him to do His work. And it doesn't mean that He can't give you someone while you're working through your stuff, because we all got stuff that we got to work through every day. But we got to be self-aware on what that is.
Yeah.
And that's why the mirror reflects back at us, so we can see what it is and be able to acknowledge that it's there and not feel like, oh,
I'm good.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're going to be good. It's just going to take a lot of good work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you are the hardest project you'll ever work on.
Yeah, but you do have to give yourself grace with not knowing what you don't know.
Yeah.
And stop feeling like you know because you have the information. Because the information without application don't mean anything.
She just clocking me all night, y'all. Go ahead and clock it. She just ate me right up. Lie. One thing she gonna do is keep it 100. As she should. I feel like people that genuinely care about you need to be real with you. Like the sugarcoating stuff and like trying to make tell you what makes you feel good was not right. Like, you need people that's gonna be honest with you, and she be clocking me every day, all day, as you can see. Lily said, that's where I fail. My instincts are good, but I suck at listening to them. Yes, because I be wanting to believe people pretend to be who they want to be, and that one day they'll change. Yeah, 100%. We like to give people the benefit of the doubt, and like you said, believe who they're pretending to be because it feels better.
And that's
reality
why I told you,
doesn't feel the best.
Don't be sitting around thinking that you're the only one feel and think and experience these things. We all have at some point in our life, more than once.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you ain't alone. You ain't the first or the last.
Yeah.
You just have to learn what it is that you need to learn and progress from it, not, keep repeating. Obviously, behaviors can be the same when when you dealing with people. You just got to pay attention to it. Is that a particular behavior that you've experienced before, or is that a trigger? Those are two different things.
Which is also hard to differentiate sometimes.
Right, but the more you spend time with yourself and learn thyself, instead of like wanting to rush to get in a situation with a person because you feel like it's my time, I'm old enough, I'm ready for that companion, where you rush in the process. That's where it's hard for you to differentiate the two. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no rush. The word of God said, be anxious for nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Zara, zilch.
All right. Says Zara, zilch. That is true. It's literally in the Bible.
Yeah, I mean, but I get it. we all want what we want, but not at the detriment of yourself. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? When you walk in that room or on that phone, and when you are like literally listening to learn about this person and in your space of observation and not allowing them to read you, they gonna be afraid to make the wrong move because they don't know what's going on. They trying to feel you out and figure you out.
Yeah.
But when you just somebody knock at the door, come in, and you just wide open like this, baby, listen, they about to come in there and take everything. What you got? I'm
Yeah.
hungry. I want some of this, and you gonna be left empty.
Yeah.
And they got all your goods if you giving them away.
Yeah. Gotta make people earn you.
Yeah, they need to earn and value.
Yes.
And are they valuing themselves?
Right.
That's why it's important to listen to people, because based off how people talk about other people in their life and the people that they experience and the things that they saying about them, you ain't exempt.
Mm-mm.
And if you going that route with them, then baby, listen, I ain't that
Gotta root
to
away.
you. They'll make you think you exempt.
Yeah.
And I would never do that to you. I've really learned my lesson, and I
kinda
see
feed
this and that.
ego.
Right. Something that you are, you don't have to announce.
Say it again. Go on ahead, say it again for the people in the back.
I said something that you are, you don't have to announce.
Yeah. Yes, yes.
You know what I mean?
yes. That's very true. It's just like we were just talking about this with Mac earlier. What did he say? A rich man doesn't have to wear like expensive clothes and like be flashy
That part.
and show off his cars and his bling and his clothes.
Mm-hmm.
No, what's it? Adam Sandler looked like a homeless man most of the time, but he's rich.
Yeah.
And not even homeless, but he just looks like a regular guy. You wouldn't even
Yeah.
know, he was as
Because people get wealth and riches and finances mixed up with the very sense of what it is.
physicality.
Rich and wealthy is a mindset. I can give you
Yes.
all the money in the world, but if you got the same mindset as a poor person, because we struggled all our life.
I'm getting a call. Birmingham, Alabama. Let's see.
Oh, that's our cousin.
Let's see. Hold on. Put your headphones on.
Oh.
Let's see if it's. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, cousin.
Hello.
Hey, cousin.
How you doing, boo thing?
I'm doing good. I just called to get on real quick because I don't really like typing a whole lot because I be having so much to say. But Pumpkin, you're right about everything. And I don't know what Lauren going through with dating, but listen to your mama because she's talking to me and you. She ain't just clocking your teeth. She clocking my teeth too right now. And I'm just like, dang, why she picked this topic today? Because she needs to talk to the both of us. Like just by taking your time and most definitely showing yourself grace, because if you don't show yourself grace, you can end up damaging yourself more. None of us don't need to be more damaged than we already are if we're trying to heal. So I thank you, Pumpkin, because you're talking to me and Lauren right now.
So what she say? Clocking both of our teeth.
You clocking both of our teeth. You got to show, and we got to show ourselves some grace while you clocking our teeth.
We do. We
That
do.
part.
But like you said, you only know what you know. So we gonna get through it though.
Mm-hmm.
You only know what you know, and life is a learning process. Like
Yes.
somebody in the comments said, life is a learning process, and you can't beat yourself up about every mistake you make in dating and working and nothing, because we all still just learning. We're gonna be learning until the day we die.
That part.
You could just clocked up my teeth yourself, cousin. You just clocked
Right.
me.
But thank you for clocking my tea. I didn't hear that. I'm telling you.
You're welcome, boo thing.
Yes, we
Thanks
love you
for
so
calling
much.
and sharing,
Love
too.
y'all.
Love
you
you.
too, boo.
Thank you for calling in.
All right.
Okay, bye,
Alright,
boo
bye-bye.
thing. Okay, period. We got our first call. Shout out to Lily.
Calling this piece.
Okay, period. Look, we done graduated.
Okay, we have to have a celebration.
Yeah, that's so dope. I love that.
I'm happy that she was like, I don't know
She
why y'all
sharing
picked
with
this
you,
topic, but
You want to know you started off like, we don't be knowing what we going to talk about. It just kind of like, because I had told you, girl, take the lead, because I don't know.
right? And I'm like, I don't know either.
It's like God always do give you the direction on what to do. And it's honestly, that's why it's important to pray,
Yes.
because what you praying about, God going to always provide through vessels.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So Don't condemn yourself in which the things that you allowed. That's what I'm saying. Don't be hard on yourself. Because when we allow it, you can't condemn yourself. You just learn.
Because you're no better than the person, you know, that you were traumatized by. You're doing the same thing to yourself that they did to you.
That's what tends to happen.
100%.
Because that's the area where your value lies.
Yes.
And that's why it's important for you to work on who you are within so your value can get picked up off the ground and lifted up. And then when you meet that person that sees your value, they only gonna take it higher.
Yeah.
You look at Matt. He doesn't provoke me to wrath.
No.
He doesn't do things to get a reaction out of me. He only tries to find things to uplift me and encourage me and find ways to help me.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And bring me peace. You know what I mean? I used to think that it was a normal thing to like just go around arguing, mad, debating, come back.
Talking one week, not talking the next week, getting
Staying
mad.
in the same house and can walk past
Silent
each other
treatment.
for 2 weeks without saying a word.
That's crazy work.
That's like alienation of affection because they're treating you like you are on punishment because you ain't agreeing with their nonsense. You know what I'm saying?
That's like psychotic. Like that. Those are tactics to literally make someone go insane.
Yeah, it is a normal thing to. Now, don't mean that I don't get on his nerve and he don't get on my nerves, and sometimes he do something that like, sir, bye, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about as far as a person that wants what's best for you, that's gonna encourage you and lift you and build you and push you to be greater.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's normal.
Yeah.
We're just used to being in toxic cycles and arguing, and you know, if they acting like possessive, oh my God, he must really love me. No, that's called control.
Yeah.
Control yourself, not me. You
And
know what I'm
that
saying?
can turn
So
into higher forms of abuse.
obsessiveness and all that sort of thing. So
She says, say what pumpkin something that you are. You don't have to announce. And don't.
yeah,
You just be it. You don't have to say, oh, I'm nice, I'm kind. If you're kind and nice, you just be kind.
yeah, and the
Same
people
thing.
gonna feel the experience of what that is,
Yeah.
and they'll tell you or other people.
Yeah,
Word of mouth is real, good
It
or
is.
bad.
it is.
You know, so. But I was just saying, as far as like, you were saying that like you and Mac was talking about the whole, you know, wealthy rich thing or whatever. I was just basically saying like, when it comes to wealth and richness and what you have financially, it's a mindset first. I can give you $1 million, but if you still got the mindset of your struggle, you gonna wither through it.
Yeah.
But if you renew your mind in the level that you are at and learn some literacy in your finances and how to manage it,
Yeah.
then that's what makes you rich. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of rich people that's poor in mind. And it's a lot of poor people that's rich in mind. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? You can be poor physically, but rich in mind,
Yeah.
and you always gonna figure it out because your mind gonna help you. You know what I'm saying? The rich man that's poor in mind, he don't see value, so it just blow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Think you can get everything off of what you got. No.
Yeah.
It also comes with character, how you treat people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Power. How do
Yeah.
you treat power?
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Don't let these little ducks take y'all out.
Please. It's not worth it.
Yeah, you ain't got nothing but space, time, and opportunity. The person that's for you probably ain't even been made yet. They out here like just like you praying for somebody, they praying for somebody, and y'all both in different parts of the world or in the same state or whatever you want to call it. And the work that he need to do, God doing, and the work you need to be doing, God is doing with you. And when it's in God's timing, he gonna collide it. But allow God to do his work. A house ain't built in, 2 months.
Yeah.
If it is, the foundation gonna be a little rocky.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like keep building your foundation. Keep finding out where's these holes at
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Where that, when you meet a person and if they tap into that, oh God, that's gonna feel good. I gotta be able to know if this is a real feel or if this is a temporary feel. And being able to look at yourself and know that even with that emptiness that you feel, that still don't like lower your value. Your value is still here. Yeah. It's just places you need to get poured into. Definitely. And you got to pour into yourself first by letting people know, sir, you don't get to violate me right there.
Yeah.
But if you don't protect yourself from being violated, they're going to keep violating because we accepting in order to have somebody.
Yeah, no more of that.
Yeah. I don't need you that bad, especially when it ain't real.
Yeah.
So
I don't want nothing fake around here.
Because guess what? It'll be here today and gone tomorrow. And it's better to find all of this stuff out early, right?
Yeah.
And also don't allow them to choose on, is it time for me to walk away because I've heard enough lies, or remain? Because the longer you stay in it, the harder it's going to be for you to leave, especially when you lead in emotion.
Impulse.
Emotions will lie to you.
Bad.
That's why you don't make decisions when you're emotional. Yeah. You have to slow down and calm down and allow yourself to think and process what's going on. How many times we up in emotions and we say things that we don't even mean, and once you say it, you can't take them words back, and you can't tell somebody how to feel after you done let it out because you let your emotions get the best of you. Yeah. You could be mad at your boo thing today, and y'all made up tomorrow, right? And that's why you don't move off the emotions, because you can go from sad to happy, from happy to mad in a matter of seconds. Yeah. You just got to allow what you feel to just pass through, because it's going to pass through and you're going to be good.
Yeah, you got to work on being, like, instead of reactive, being responsive, because, like, reacting and responding something is two completely different things.
Which goes back, though, to the anxiety, where you're trying to get something to calm down. So you think if I impulsively react, it's going to get it to temporary calm down. But after you being responded in that way, you regret responding. That's why it's important to just chill.
Yeah.
Know what it is, and this is hard, but you can get there. Self-control. That's literally a thing that we have to work on daily.
Yeah.
Self-control and not allowing others to control us.
Or yes, that's going back to setting boundaries with yourself. It's not just about other people. You have to set boundaries with yourself, and that could be hard. That's how rumination starts, intrusive thoughts, like all of that. I'm learning now is like even boundaries that I hadn't set with myself, experiencing like the obsessive thoughts and stuff.
Well, I can tell you where you can start.
What?
And this is the most easy, but you got to be real with yourself when you're doing it and not just saying it. I surrender.
Yeah.
Because when you surrender, your hands is up and you allowing God to just like move in and lead and guide you.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? But if you be on that like, oh, I done grown, I'm here, I done worked on myself, I've been this for these many years.
You're going to crash.
Hold them hands up, Lord. I surrender. I thought I had it, but I need your help.
Yeah, I don't got it
right
at all.
there, permission and participation. What you need me to do.
Yeah.
And he don't need your help. He needs you to have your little blessed day and let him work.
I can't stand him.
Seti said, hey, Lauren.
Hey, Seti.
Hey, Seti.
We got the YouTube and the Facebook comments right.
How you doing, Seti? Hope you've been amazing.
Yes, thank you for tapping in.
Appreciate it.
Cousin said, I feel like I'm in therapy session with my mama. Pumpkin, please continue and stop reading my thoughts. Okay. That's why I'm sitting over here just like, just quiet, because she is clocking everybody right now. I'm like, I don't even got nothing to say.
I'm like, she over there ain't saying nothing.
Right, I'm just, what you just say?
In a minute, I'm like, I'm about to be quiet.
What you just say, though? How can you?
That part? Yeah, how can you listen if you're talking?
Exactly. So I'm using my 2 ears.
She said, I'm trying to comprehend everything you're saying.
Yes, because I need it. I'm tired.
She said, I feel like, oh, you already read it.
Ooh, child.
Thank you, cousin. I appreciate it. Shout out to the Lord, because
The presence of the Lord is here. The presence of the Lord is here.
ma'am. She's so funny.
Ooh, I'm getting hot.
There she go, y'all.
When I say I'm getting hot, that means there's a presence of the Lord and there's an anointing in this room. And y'all, hopefully y'all probably feel it through the screen. It's heavy. Every time she speak, it be heavy.
I cannot. You're so funny, Lauren.
Man, that's why I be like, you can't tell me God ain't real. You can. I feel it. He's here. He's present. Speaking right through Auntie. That's what people be calling her. Hey, Auntie. But yeah, no, that's real. I definitely I know we didn't talk about this probably a million times already, but it's like you learn something new every time you, again, I say unto you.
Yeah, I mean, I really believe in the words of, again, I say unto you.
Yeah.
Because you never stop learning it. You can go and watch a movie that you recently watched, and you're going to get something new out of that movie that you didn't even see the prior time. So it's a lot of things that, especially when something fresh is on your mind, you got like certain pockets of what it is that you're trying to pull from.
Yeah.
And be freed from, and then we talk about it again. It's like, oh, I needed that. Or you go back and watch the same video, you're gonna pick up something new, something different, because a lot is being said, but it's what your heart is pulling to receive, like in that moment.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I don't think it's an issue, like when, like, say we have friends and family and they come to you to talk about things that's personal. I think it's pretty normal that you want to talk about the thing multiple times, because women like to find clarity in what it is that they experience or going through.
It don't mean they're dwelling on it, or you're not moving on.
You're just really trying to like
understand
and process, and sometimes you just need an outlet and somebody to, kind of piggyback off of, like, am I tripping? Sort of thing.
Helps you get through it. It's just like how do they say, like, if you're going through something, talk to somebody. It's not a one and done.
Right.
Because your experience and your trauma wasn't a one and done. So why do you think, a conversation is going to be like, okay, I'm good.
Right.
No. She said, but you're being real, though. Those of us that need to hear it, just nod with Lauren. Child, I'm telling you, just be like, smile and nod.
I'm done.
So I don't even got nothing to say. I can't even say nothing.
Well,
Clocked.
And the clock has about to tick tock. It's
Bye.
59.
She said it's about to tick tock. You're right. She clocked us all the way out of here.
Well, this was a good session, y'all. I'm so glad to have shared it with y'all, and y'all comments we really love. So thank y'all for tuning in. We love y'all. We'll see you again next week.
Yes. As you can see, there's a screen that says Earn with Artists website. Please, please, please go ahead and check that website out. It's basically you supporting my music, my career, this podcast, anything that involves independent artistry or independent business endeavors. There's an option available for you to buy my song, I Don't Fit In, I Stand Out, for, I believe, $3.99. Cope for $2.99. There's an option where you can donate to our mental health podcast for $100. And then there's also another large amount option. So please just feel free to check it out. If you purchase my song or anything on the list and you share the link with somebody else and they decide to buy it, you will get 30% of that purchase, so you can earn money with me. So please just help us out. We spend so much time putting our money into, the Apple Musics and the Spotify, which is all great. But
it's amazing production we're a part of.
Right. Super great. Love y'all. But we get about 2 cents of that, 7 cents of that. $10 a month. So, and that's not paying the bills. So it's just more of like a direct support because being an independent artist or independent business endeavors like this is not easy at all. Like getting it off the ground, it's just us. So if you believe in the message and the brand and the mission, go ahead and check it out. I also have merch available that you've seen on there. Go ahead and get you a sweatshirt. It's sweater weather. The fall season is coming. Cuddle season is coming. Go ahead and get you a sweatshirt. Even if you want to get a t-shirt, that's cool too. But it's definitely sweatshirt season. Yeah.
Look, we ain't here to tell y'all what to buy. We just letting you know it's things and options that you can. We appreciate whatever.
And you can also do options like Klarna and Afterpay, so you don't even have to buy it all at once. You could do 4 increments, 4 payments in 4 or 5, 2
A
weeks.
little layaway plan, but you're going to get the product first.
Exactly. So please just feel free to go take a look at that. We love you. We appreciate you. Definitely go follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Follow me at Lauren Nicole Official. Follow my beautiful mother at The Real Pumpkin 35. And follow our Instagram at Mental Health Talk with 3 Ks. And we'll see you guys next Friday.
Yes.
We love you.
Yes. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it.
Bye.